Yes, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? You're welcome to day 52 of 90 of our daily dose of Aurum Foundation, where we show you how we leverage on technology to earn. It's good to see all 43 of you on this Friday night. I can see that some people are not doing Thank God it's Friday. Everyone is stuck in the house trying to get one or two knowledge. It's good to see all you here. For Lashade iPhone, it's good to have you on the call. Tony Adola. It's been a while we seen you, Tony Adola. How you doing? Uh, Ajani Salawu, good to see you on the call. Jude, Margaret, Oyin, Choma Oriaku, it's good to see you. Betty, the one and only Wang, aka Lisa Bright, good to see you on the call. Lola, Kumagbana, and a whole lot of you. And so we're gonna be going straight to what we have to offer in regards to learning about Aurum Foundation and how we leverage on the fintech products of this company in order to earn. And so I'm going to go straight out to sharing my screen so that we get started ASAP. So my co-hosts help me add the people as they come on the call. And please, if you have any question, please feel free to write it out on the chat box. We will attend to it at the end of the call. And also, if there are questions that are good to answer, we have professionals who are also invested here in the call who can help you get it answered. Once again, co-hosts, please let me add the people as they come on the call. Okay, so if you can see my screen, just give me the alphabet B. If you can see my screen, just give me the alphabet B. Okay, 4 people in the waiting room. Co-host, once again, please let me add them on the call. It always pops up on my page, so it disturbs me. Right. So what we're about to look at today is called Aurum Foundation, Understanding the Modern FinTech Ecosystem. Now, before we go forward, I'd like to make known to you 3 things. One, I am not your financial advisor. I'm your financial tutor. What you're about to learn right now is an opportunity that we have been taking advantage of, and I, for one, have used in the past several months, and it has helped me greatly. Secondly, we will be talking about some words, some dictions, which are very important to understanding what we're talking about. Just like every profession has a diction, in the world of fintech or AI finance, there are certain dictions that we'll be making reference to time and time again. What's like financial technology or fintech? What's like fintech products? What's like tokenization, blockchain, AI and automation, and what have you. And so once again, taking you straight to what we have to offer from the company Aurum Foundation. Now, this short video you're about to watch is going to make you understand that AI is not just a trend anymore, but a new level in the world of finance. Because I know, like all of us who have been seeing the trend of AI, it has gone into every sector of human endeavor, and now it's in the world of finance, and therefore has created a new sector, which is called artificial intelligence finance. So just watch this video a little bit, and then we'll take it up from there.
A new financial era is unfolding, powered by technology, driven by blockchain. Introducing Aurum, a smart AI-powered ecosystem built to create automated income on the blockchain. With automated AI trading bots, your capital works for you. No stress, no daily effort. Led by Brian Benson, former Binance director and fintech expert, affordable access, sustainable monthly returns, optional compounding, and real Visa card integration.
If you don't earn while you sleep, you'll work forever. Start where you are. Take action today.
Start where you are and take action today, because if you don't end while you sleep, you will work forever. You and I know that nobody works forever. There'll come a time when you will intermittently live the life. And so, welcome once again to Aurum Foundation, a fintech company in the sector called artificial intelligence finance. And so, what is Aurum Foundation? Please take note of these words that we are using here, because the more you tend to understand the words, the more it becomes clearer to you what this company is all about. Aurum Foundation is a decentralized fintech company dedicated to the development of innovative crypto products and AI-powered algorithm that redefine how users manage and grow their digital assets. Emphasis mine. I take it again. Aurum Foundation is a decentralized fintech company dedicated to the development of innovative crypto products and AI-powered algorithms that redefine how users manage and grow their digital assets. And so, we all know that we're in the world of digital finance today. We have left the world of traditional banking, traditional financial system, that all we are right now is in the world of digital finance. To buttress that point, I'll take you a little bit to the fact that maybe 95 or even 99% of all of us on this call have bank accounts. But many of us do not need to go to the bank in order to carry out transactions, because with the help of the app, everything can be done right from your phone. And so, when we're talking about the world of digital finance, such company like Aurum Foundation and such company like Binance comes into play, because with Binance, it was able to show me, or from the use of Binance, it became clear to me what cryptocurrency was all about, how I could hold different cryptocurrencies, how I can buy and sell, how I can convert, how I can P2P all the different cryptocurrencies. And I dare say Binance has actually earned me some good money. So before we understand what Aurum Foundation is, we need to first of all look at the company called Binance. And I'll tell you the Binance story in 2017. When Binance began as a fintech company, they had only three products: the Binance staking, Binance Exchange, and the Binance tokens. And so when the company was open for investments, a lot of investors didn't want to be part of it. Why? Because in 2017, still the world didn't understand what cryptocurrency is. Neither did the world understand how the blockchain is going to change a whole lot of things. And even the countries of the world then was criminalizing the use of cryptocurrency. And so a lot of people didn't want to be part of Binance. And so in order to raise money, Binance did what is called an ICO, initial coin offering, wherein it offered its coins for investors to buy at 50 cents per unit. And of course, after some time, they were able to raise a paltry $12 million. With $12 million, Binance went into the digital space. 9 years later, which is still now, that same Binance is worth over $100 billion. That same Binance has over 300 million users. That same Binance has over 20 million users on a daily basis. I have used Binance today already. And so if you can imagine making $1 off every user and having over 20 million users on a daily basis, that's over $20 million that Binance makes from its services. And so if someone asks you, what is Binance? If you say Binance is an exchange, you are wrong, because Binance is a fintech company that has different fintech products like the exchange that helps users grow and manage their wealth. So, quite like Binance, we have Aurum Foundation, which is just beginning. The opportunity which we have now with Aurum is the same opportunity that people had in 2017 when Binance started to be part of this company. And so we are going to look much more into understanding Aurum the right way, because Aurum becomes easier to understand using the ecosystem concepts. And so you will note that even though Aurum itself has an exchange, that does not make Aurum an exchange. Even though Aurum has a neobank, that does not make Aurum a bank. Even though Aurum has 4 different artificial intelligence that trades for you on a daily basis, that does not make Aurum a trading company. Aurum, instead, is a fintech company with different fintech products like the exchange, like the bank, like the AIs, in its ecosystem that improves the finances of its users just by usability. If you look at the words here, Aurum enters the top crypto companies to invest in 2026, and type it on Google or YouTube, you're going to see the exact words of the article that express this. What you see here is the ecosystem of Aurum Foundation, which shows you 16 different products which are broken down into 5 main headings: financial infrastructures, AI and automation, blockchain and core assets, payment systems, real-world assets, tokenization. And so time would not allow me to go through each and every one in total, but rather I'm going to tell you what this product does and the advantage that it holds for you if you choose to use it. For example, the Aurum Zeus AI bot trades on cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Pepe, Doge, Solana, and it decreases the quantity of your crypto in a value of between 10 to 15% on a monthly basis. So an example is this: if you have 100 Solana and you keep it in Binance in January, by the time you come in June or July, it's still going to be 100 Solana. But what may have changed maybe is the value or the price of the Solana. But if you had that same 100 Solana in Aurum Zeus AI bots, you would have seen a 10 to 15% increase on a monthly basis. So that means that your 100 Solana in January could be 115 in February, could be 130 in March, it could be 135 in April, and so on and so forth. And therefore giving you the opportunity to not only enjoy an increase in price, but the fact that your crypto is increasing. The Aurum X AI bot is the flagship product of the company. That's the product that everybody comes into Aurum with. And that product does between 16 to 18% in profits for you on a monthly basis. The Aurum X AI Pro bot is an advanced AI bot for pro traders and institutions that trades basically on Litecoin USDT and earns between 7 to 12% for its users. The Aurum AI agent, which is called the Quantum AI, is a part of the Aurum Nero, which is the latest artificial intelligence of the company that does between 30 to 32% on a monthly basis. No cap. In regards to financial infrastructure, you see the Aurum Exchange, the Aurum Neobank, Aurum Staking, Aurum Flash Loans, and the Aurum Cards. All these are different products of the company, fintech products of the company that earns you money and as you use them. In regards to payment system, like the Aurum POS and the ATM, these are already in existence. And then the reward asset tokenization gives you and I the opportunity to own real gold. And not only gold, but also real estate in a beautiful country called Bali, Indonesia. The Aurum Flow, the Aurum Network, and the Aurum tokens make up the blockchain and the core assets of Aurum. You will be reminded that remember that Binance sold its tokens at 50 cents in 2017 in order to get started. That same tokens rose up to $1,010 for one. Today, the token value hovers between $500 to $550. But guys, those who bought $100 worth of these tokens far back in 2017 today are multi-millionaires because of the value has increased. And so once again, that opportunity is made possible with the Aurum token, if they choose to be part of Aurum Foundation, you can get these tokens for as small as 52 cents and hold them or put them in what is called the Aurum Flash Loan, which is another fintech product that holds your Aurum tokens for a term of years. You never know if in the next 2 years or 3 years, the value of the Aurum token will be. And so what you see with the Aurum ecosystem here is a secured, decentralized, scalable, innovative, and global products that covers and connects economies without boundaries. It is secured because it is built with top-tier security protocols. It is decentralized because it is community-driven and transparently governed. It is scalable because it is built for mass adoption and real-world impact. It is innovative because it does not only use blockchain, but also uses the power of AI empowering the future. It is global because it's connecting economies all over the world without boundaries. So that's why anybody anywhere in the world can be a part of Aurum Foundation and make use of the fintech products of the company. So you can see that services inside the Aurum system ranges from the digital wallets to payment cards, financial education, technology-assisted tools, transfers, trading, exchange, and even global payments. And there are different utilities here that you and I can use to earn. Some use the wallet, some just focus on the card, being able to travel all over the world, just put their money in the card and enjoy. Some focus on having their money spread out on the 4 different artificial intelligence to trade for them, while some focus on team building, which is growing a team in order to create what is called financial freedom, while some focus on growing their cryptos. But individuals like some of us on the call, focus on using each and every service so that we can be one of those Brian Benson millionaires. And so what is the mission and vision of this company? Is to create 1,000 new millionaires from the Aurum ecosystem by simply using the fintech products of Aurum. And so our CEO, Brian Benson, with over 27 years of experience in the Internet of Things, has decided to help in creating this company with a mission being to create 1,000 millionaires from those who are using the Aurum ecosystem to earn in different products. Let's hear from him as he explains this.
We're on a mission to create 1,000 millionaires that don't have $1 million today. So if we can come up with a system whereby there's hundreds of thousands of people in there, but 1,000 of these people turn into millionaires, then those assets are inside of our platform. That turns us into a unicorn right away. And so that's really the goal that I have as an executive at the company is how do we get people that don't have $1 million today to get them to $1 million through saving, through yield-bearing assets, through a lot, compounding interest, through a lot of these things that have been around for a long time, but that not everyone in the world uses. And these are tools that are super important to get us there. So that's how we're measuring it internally is if we can get to the point where we have 1,000 people that have become millionaires through our system and through working with our products, then that gets us really close to the unicorn valuation. And we want to be a fintech unicorn. I think Binance was the fastest fintech unicorn ever in the history. Yeah. I think it took less than 6 months. We used to have a slide about that in our pitch deck. So I'm pretty sure I've done this before. I've been involved in one of the fastest growing fintech unicorns in the world. And I think what we have at Aurum is actually very similar to when I started at Binance.
I think what we have at
You can hear all that this man has said. The idea is to create 1,000 new millionaires from those who decide to use the different fintech products of Aurum Foundation. Well, these products are encompassed with not just yield-bearing assets, but savings and even compounding. And so you've heard from the man himself. This shows that he has experience. Why? Because he has worked with Binance before. He has helped also in Binance and scaling to become a unicorn company, which means a multi-billion-dollar company today. Brian Benson, that's experienced, is skilled. This is not his first rodeo. He has been there before. He has done that, and he hopes to replicate what he has done in Binance right here with Aurum Foundation. And so I remember when I was told about the business, I went online to check who Bram Benson was. I saw a lot of things that said Bram Benson is not real, he's fake, he's an actor, he never worked for Binance, he's a scam, or he's AI. And so I had to take pictures with him when I met him in January of this year during the launch of Aurum Foundation. I asked him some questions. We did videos where he explained about how he saw Aurum Foundation within the next 5 to 10 years. Guys, we're in for a wonderful company that knows its onions. The next slide is going to show you that this business is not a one-man show, because quite like I always say, it's the first time I've actually seen a company that has more than one CEO, because Leonardo Galindez is the CEO of the Aurum Foundation. He's the founder of CoinCoinX. He's an ex-Binance partner. That's to show you that he's experienced too and has scaled crypto infrastructure for over 300,000 users. This man has his own exchange, but he had to leave it and come to focus with Aurum Foundation when he was brought by our own Brian Benson. We do not have only just two CEOs. We also have a global team. A global expansion team covers over 30 individuals holding different aspects of work in the company and making sure everything is running smoothly. Because besides Leonardo Galindez, who's the CEO of the Roma Exchange, we have Shane Morand, who's the Chief Network Development Officer in Aurum Foundation. You also have Nicholas Kelland, who's the Head of Partnerships, Brent Folfer, and Tobias Bauer, who are the VC Relationship Advisors. So let me tell you who are VCs. VCs are venture capitalists. Venture capitalists are companies that has millions or billions of dollars that are looking for new technology to buy into or even own so as to increase their profits. And so I'll have you know that we have over 5 venture capitalist companies here in Aurum Foundation who have their millions of dollars in here. So when you're thinking of putting your 500 or your 1,000, you're not alone. This is a business that we have companies who have invested very well in it. So please don't be scared to put in your money to invest for your own future. Andrew Isaacs is the Chief Operating Officer, the COO of Aurum Foundation. Once again, I met him in the Maldives and took pictures with him because before you know, the world people will say, look at his eyes, look at his ears. It looks like AI. Are you sure this guy really exists? It does exist because he has over 18 years of experience in investment banking. He has executed over $23 billion in transactions and over $2 billion in digital asset deals. And once again, when I spent time with him to ask about the future of Aurum Foundation, he was highly optimistic, telling me how they have many plans for the company for the next 10 years, guys, for the next 10 years. And so we will be looking basically into some of the fintech products of our own foundation so that we can understand where we can come in and how we can take advantage of these technologies. The XAI bot is the flagship product of the company. It was launched in January of 2023. As in January of 2023 till date, it has had the ability to earn between 16 to 18% on a monthly basis. So much that the total is, in fact, it's over like 700% right now. But let's say we're dealing with 641%. That means that if you had $1,000 in Aurum Foundation in 2023, by now 1,000 would have been $641,300. Even if it was $100 you had in the system, that would have been $64,130 today. And that's to show you the power of compounding or leaving your money to work for you. Because even if you do it today and invest your $1,000, and the next 3 years, you could well see these values of money as yours, over $641,000. And so the XAI bot was made so cheap and affordable for every individual to be part of it in September of 2024. So that this opportunity is not just for the rich and the bourgeois, but just for the average Joe and everyone who wishes to take advantage of artificial intelligence. And so with $19.99, a cent less of $20, you can have this bot, the AI trade for you for 365 days. That means whatever your capital is, the AI uses your money and trades for you and earns you profit. Not only that, you have full access to all Aurum products and services. You can participate in a marketing plan that maximizes your earning. You join a group of ambitious, like-minded individuals, and you gain access to official training, events, and educational programs. So I've been 7 months in Aurum Foundation, and I've been to 3 countries because the company does events all over the world every 3 months. I've been to Phuket in Thailand, Dubai in the UAE, and the Maldives in Southeast Asia. And by God's grace, next month we will be going once again to Turkey, Antalya, where we'll be having our members event, where members from all over the world will be coming to share and have a good time and hear of all the updates from the company live from the CEO and all other members of the company, guys. It's also always an awesome time to be in the midst of corporates, knowing all what is happening within the company. So, whatever amount of money you come in with, you have the opportunity to earn. This is a business where your money works for you. You do not need to bring anybody to earn. Even if you come with as small as $100 to $249, you can be earning 10.49% on a monthly basis. If you are in with 2,500 to 4,999, you're earning 13.12%. If you're in the $25,000 contract up to the 50K contract, you're earning 15.74%. So remember that this bot does between 16 to 18% in a month, right? If you fall under, let's say you invested with $200 into Aurum Foundation, you will earn 10.49%. So let's say the bot did 17% for this month. 10.49% will be paid to you. The balance 7.something% will go to Aurum Foundation. In the same vein, if you understand that contract, you're going to get 11.37%. The balance goes to Aurum. If you're on the comfort package, you get 12.24%. The balance, once again, goes to Aurum Foundation. If you're on the optimal and you're earning 13.12% of the business that earn 13.99%, you get paid that in the month, and the balance once again goes to Aurum Foundation. So you see that just by only this product alone, this company can survive and thrive. But guess what? This is a company that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 16 different products. And guess what? Just 2 days ago, the company announced the update of some new products once again. So you see that Aurum keeps on expanding in the ways of technology. Aurum is expanding in leaps and bounds that even licenses cannot cover all the different products that Aurum has to offer. Why? Because technology is fast, rapidly growing on a daily basis. Guys, if you have not taken advantage of Aurum Foundation, please do so and let AI work for you. Because if you can believe the AI to drive driverless cars, or the AI to fly planes, or the AI to take care of your health, or the AI in any aspect of human being to do exceedingly well, why would you not trust the AI to trade for you something time tested for over 3 years? So what you see here is a calculation based on the profits you can earn based on the amount of money that you come in with. So capital means the amount of money you come in with according to this value. Percent means how much you stand to earn on a monthly basis. And then monthly here shows the amount in dollars. Naira value shows you the monthly. And risk-free means that you must have earned 2 times your capital, which means that you do not have any risk anymore. And so with the $200 contract you come in with, you're going to earn 10.4%. In a monthly, that's $20.80. So you'll be earning $20.80 every month for the next 12 months. $20.80 amounts to 31,200 Naira. That means that in 9 months and 6 weeks, you will become risk-free, meaning that you must have earned $400. Let's say you come in with a $10,000 contract instead. You will be earning 14.8%. And do you know how much that is? That means that you will be getting as much as $1,480 on a monthly basis. With this amount of money in Naira, over 2.2 million Naira, I'm sure you'll be able to have a wonderful life. And you will be able to get this every month for the next 12 months. And so in 6 months and 8 weeks, you are risk-free, meaning that you must have earned $20,000. If you come in with a 50K contract at 16.6%, that's $8,300, amounting to 12,450,000. And so in 6 months, you become risk-free, means that you must have earned $100,000. Guys, three things you can deduce from this poster. One, you do not need to bring anybody in order to earn. Whatever amount of money you have in the system will earn money for you and keep growing if you are patient. Secondly, the higher amount of money you come into Aurum Foundation with, the more profits that you make. The quicker also that you become risk-free. And so please note, it takes more time for your 200 to become 400 compared for your $10,000 to become $20,000 because it will take 6 months for your 10K to go to 20K if you are withdrawing every month. But once again, if you add the power of compounding into what I have just shown you, you'll be shell-shocked on how your money can grow over time if you choose to let it grow quietly without withdrawing on a monthly or weekly or daily time frame. So Alhaji Ibrahim came to me and said, Taj, you know what? My son is in secondary school. I want to give him the best education. So I want to invest $500 now for him in Aurum. And so that when he comes out, I have enough money to give him the best university. And so we put in $500, calculated for 5 years, and he came to a whooping 3.4 million. Compound interest on means that he's not taking out any money at all. $500 only in 5 years became $3.4 million. Guys, is it too much of a risk to take? Yes, some individuals will say, well, 500 is not bad, I can do 500. But the critics will say, yes, 500 is not bad, I can invest it, but for 5 years, Taj, 5 years. Are you sure this company is going to be here for the next 5 years? And my answer to them is this. If Binance, that had only 3 products, was able to not only survive, but thrive years after, how would you compare to a company that has 16 different distinct state-of-the-art new fintech products? Of course, they will thrive. The same people who made Binance successful are the same people behind Aurum Foundation. Does that not show you already that they have the experience and the wherewithal to make the company succeed? And also, you see a company that has its game plan, its roadmap from now till 2035, not just now, but since 2023 to 2035, a 12-year plan, which already is into its third year and running. Will you be afraid to invest in such a company for the next 3 years or 4 years or even 5 years? Of course, you know the answer to that already. And so we're going to be looking at some results of the XAI board just this year. January, 16.85%. The trading pool was 77,144,000. Trading pool here means that when you join Aurum Foundation and you want the XAI board to trade for you, your monies, your 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 will be put into the trading pool and the XAI bot will begin to trade with it. So for the month of January, 16.85% was earned, which amounted to over $11 million. Guys, it was out of this $11 million plus that we got paid in January. In February, it was 16.96. You could see trading pool already has increased to 90 million plus, and that totaled over $13 million. In March, you could see a good profit of 17.02. Once again, trading pool has increased because more people are coming in, more investors are coming in, And then there's a profit of over $15 million. April was 17.15%. Trading pool increased and more money keep coming in. May came to 17.33%. We're yet to get the figure on here for you to see, but we'll get it pretty soon. So, guys, the question that I have for you is, if we look at this profit so far, let's say you are even withdrawing every month. You withdraw 16.85% in January, 16.96 in February, 17.02 in March, April, and in May, 17.33. You would have already earned over 85% of your capital. Isn't that awesome? Guys, remember, this is without you referring anybody. This is without anything you stand a chance to earn if you are referring anybody. But guess what? If you have compounded this within this time, that profit value would already have been 119.83%. The question that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Will your bank give you this? Will your bank give you the opportunity to earn this amount of money? Well, you know the answer to that question already. And so I decided to ask ChatGPT that if the XAI bot has done 17.15 in April, 17.33 in May, and if it is compounded without any withdrawal of profits, how much in profits will the capital of $1,000 be by now? And so the AI calculated the value of $1,000 starting in January, and up till May, that already would have been $2,198. Means that you would have earned even 2 times your capital already. Guys, do not miss this opportunity, because once again, smart individuals are taking advantage of the artificial intelligence to earn even while they sleep. The cards was one very important factor that made me join Aurum Foundation, because when I was told about Aurum in July of last year, I vehemently said no. In fact, I went online and started checking for Aurum, not knowing that the company's full name was Aurum Foundation. All the information I saw on Aurum saying this and that, opinions, I brought it all before my team and told them, please do not invest in this company called Aurum Foundation, because this company is not going to last. All what they are saying is too good to be true. Picked up all these opinions from losers online and gathered it and told my team not to invest. Many of them did not. So July passed, August passed, September. In October, I had a chance to be in Thailand for a company that came to Nigeria that wanted to open. And so when they gathered us professional network marketers, we told them Nigerians have lost too many monies online. Instead, we want to see for sure what your company is all about. And so all that spent paid trip was flown all the way to Thailand. While we're in Thailand, I got a call from my good friend Lee O'Shea, who we've done businesses with online for the past 7 years, but I've never met. He told me, Taj, I hear you're in Thailand. What a coincidence. You know what? Aurum is coming to do a leadership event in Thailand, and I'm inviting you. It's for leaders, but even though you have not joined, please come. I want you to see for yourself all about this company rather than you castigating them the way you are doing online. And I said, well, what do I have to lose? I made the trip. I saw Lee for the first time. We had a wonderful, happy greeting, had some dinner. And at the end, he took me to the hotel and whipped out this card and paid for 5 days. Guys, after paying, he showed me the card. He said, Taj, do you know what this is? I looked at the card and I saw Aurum, Visa, Aurum Infinity, Black Card. And then I said, Lee, are you telling me that all the money that you have in this business online, you can put it in this card and spend it offline? He said, yes. And guess what? All the monies are denominated in USDT. So you're actually spending your crypto. Anywhere in the world, this card works. If you're in the UK, it's going to bring out pounds. If you're in the US, it's going to bring out dollars. Even though you are in Nigeria, it's going to bring out Naira. And I said, wow. And at that spot, it dawned on me that I've been a fool. That in fact, there was no village people. I was the one whose ignorance was leading me not to join this company earlier. And guys, this day, 17th of October, 2025. I took my destiny into my hands and I signed up with Aurum with 4 accounts. The rest, they say, is history because look at this face, yeah? Look at this face. When you look at this face in January, levels don't change. I already have been 4 months into Aurum. I've been 3 months into Aurum by then, and I've seen some good changes in my life. And so I got my own card on that day in January, and on my way back to Africa, I decided to stop over in Ghana, decided to use my card at the airport to purchase some perfumes. And so you're going to hear the lady say $103.95. Okay. So I'm in Ghana now. I want to use my Visa card, Aurum Visa card. It's going to touch. Okay. I just put my PIN in and it's approved. You see, live card here in Ghana. Worked one time. You see, Aurum is wonderful. Aurum is awesome. And so once again, as soon as I left Ghana, came to Nigeria at the airport after taking my bags, I ran to the closest ATM to use the card and see if Lee O'Shea was telling me the truth. So I want to try the Aurum card on the Nigerian machine. Draw. Current. 206. No. And then 10,000. So charge from the machine. So yes. Transaction in progress. Going. Live. Right here in Nigeria. Got the Aurum card. Hey, do you want a transaction next? I said no. So give me my card. No. So, live and direct. Live and direct in Nigeria, the card worked. And so the prophecy of Lee O'Shea came to pass. That yes, the Aurum card works even in Nigeria. And I dare say I was one of the first persons who ever used the Aurum card in Nigeria. And as we speak today, over 1,000 members already in Nigeria who already are using the cards, and over 5,000 members globally using the Aurum card. Guys, we also have a new AI called the Nero that once again uses what is called the agentic AI quantum alpha to do between 30 to 32% on a monthly basis. The fourth product we'll look at is the strategic gold tokenization partnership with Sierra Leone. So once again, to all those who like to do due diligence, I want to ask you, did Sierra Leone, a whole country, not do its due diligence before partnering with Aurum Foundation? That goes a long way to show you that this company is legit. Visa card and MasterCard can never have anything to do with any fraudulent MLM and product-based trading form of business. But they have a partnership with Aurum Foundation. And that's why we're able to use the virtual card and the physical card everywhere in the world today. And so the strategic gold partnership unlocks over $15 million funding supported by EcoBank for the gold tokenization, over 24-karat gold sourced through Clink Mining's network, and direct access to mining partners, tokenized gold infrastructure, where you can have the gold on a blockchain and everybody can have the peace of mind. Guys, this system works in a way wherein half of your investment is put into buying the gold and half will be used to trade in the commodities market, gold for you, where you stand a chance to earn once again between 7 to 12% on a monthly basis from gold being traded for you. And at the end of the contract term, investors may choose to redeem their allocation in physical gold in Dubai or receive tokenized gold within the Aurum ecosystem. And so, the ex-Deputy Finance Minister of Sierra Leone, Mr. Bukari Kaloko, is now made the Chief of African Relations. He's a part of the global team, like I said, and he's the CEO of Clink Mining, which is a mining company in Sierra Leone that mines gold. And he's got over 25 years of experience in finance and in banking. And not only himself, we have Nick Patel, who's the CEO of the Bank of Bullion. The Bank of Bullion is a bank that keeps gold. He's got 25 years in global finance and trades gold and real-world asset. He's now the real-world asset relationship advisor for Aurum Foundation. In the Maldives, we were shown that the real-world asset tokenization is going to go into Bali, Indonesia, where we're going to be having real estate. The large expanse of land you see in this picture is owned by Aurum Foundation, in which they plan to use some part of it to create over 500 units of estates where families can stay. But also the other parts will be used to create a resort. So you and I can be part owners or co-owners of this investment or this asset with our $100, 500, 1,000, just the way it is with the gold system, where you can get in with as small as $100. Guys, what tokenization is in the world today is the breaking down into divisible units of an asset, so that with 100 or 500, we can be part of a multi-billion-dollar asset. You don't need to have billions in dollars first. And for me, that is exactly the democratization of wealth, giving the average man the opportunity to own properties and be up there with the rich and the wealthy. Aurum.trading is the website of Aurum Foundation Exchange. In fact, we now have the app just recently rolled out, I think 2 days ago, on its beta testing, or they call it flight testing, where you can test the use of the app. Very powerful. We also have the Aurum staking. Remember that Binance had Binance staking? Aurum has everything that Binance has and even more. Because with the staking, it's made in a liquidity state wherein you can take out your crypto at any point in time. What you see here is the average values of how much cryptos have earned over the past 1 year in the system. The Aurum Elite Cruise, which is supposed to be for 16th to 19th, because of the antivirus, is not going to be done on the cruise, but will be done in Antalya, in Turkey, where we're going to be in a resort. And so keep your eye open, and it's an opportunity once again for you to know much more about the company and be part of it. Aurum has continued to grow in leaps and bounds. We now have a Canadian license for our Aurum Nero, and it's officially reflected in the registry, and we have its registered office in North Vancouver. And so the stage that we're in right now with Aurum Foundation is the stage of from licensing to full expansion. Because we're told by Brian Benson during the last call that Aurum is pursuing over 17 licenses in different countries. And from now until 2027, we should get ready to see Aurum begin to open in different parts of the world. That alone goes to show you that this business is just beginning. And you could be a part of it. You could earn, you can grow your wealth with Aurum Foundation. So who's this business for? Who's eligible to do this business? Once again, we're going to hear from the CEO, who was interviewed by my good friend John Bone in the UK, asking him these questions. And so I'm going to play the video now so that you have an understanding.
Okay, hi guys, I'm here with Mr. Brian Benson, CEO of Aurum. We're here in Victoria, a lovely hotel. Brian's flown in just for a few hours just to meet some of the leadership team. So I guess I've got one very quick question, because I know you've got people waiting for you, Brian. I'm a guy that wants to share this project with the everyday man and woman, okay? So the students, the tradesmen and women, the retirees. Why is it that this project is something that those sort of folks should look at?
Well, I think that's a great question, and I think it's a very simple answer. Up until the most recent sort of decade or the last few years, the financial system has been sort of rigged towards the big guy, right? And in banks, for example, they take in $1,000, they loan out $12,000, they keep all the money. And I think what Aurum is doing is putting that on its head, where we're bringing technology that people can use to make their lives better, but also they can use it to grow a business or to refer their friends to it, right? And so what we're doing is we're sharing the commissions that the banks usually keep for the executives across the entire network. And that's really beneficial to the tradespeople, to the people that have a small amount of money to invest, because they're able to not only get a strong investment here where a lot of the rewards are coming directly back to them, but they're also able to refer their friends and family or other people and make a commission off of that. So I think it's twofold. I think it's one is we're passing as much as we can on to the community, and secondly, we're giving an opportunity to people with very little investment to have some sort of business that can work for them. So.
And give them great hope for the future in
Right.
what is becoming a very crazy world out there. So listen, I won't keep you any longer.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Brian. Look forward to seeing you in Dubai.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Same here.
And so, guys, you just heard from the CEO telling you that everybody could be part of this. The old, the young, the retirees, everybody who wishes to make wealth, anybody who wishes to grow his wealth. And once again, we're back to what we call frequently asked questions about the business. And at this point in time, I want to check if we have our lovely Mrs. Loveline Momodu on the call. Mrs. Momodu, are you ready to take this part of the presentation? Mr. AY, over to you.
Thank you, Taj. Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
Mrs. Loveline is here, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mrs. Loveling.
Fire
Let's
down.
switch board.
Yes, you guys
Fire
couldn't hear
down.
me earlier. I was shouting out to everyone. Happy Democracy Day to everyone. I hope we had a restful holiday.
Leave democracy.
So without waste much of our time, let's jump right into the frequently asked questions, yeah? So the first says, what makes Aurum different? So Aurum is different in several ways. Aurum is different because it has been able to combine structure, leadership, technology, and real usability. You know, Aurum it's not just an AI bot, but a full ecosystem. Aurum Foundation has strong leadership, as already demonstrated and shown by Lawyer Taj during his presentation. Real people with proven experience. Aurum has AI-powered automation. We have a working Visa card, right, where your earnings can be withdrawn directly into and you can spend seamlessly around the world. We also have multiple earning streams, about 14 yield-bearing assets. Aurum Foundation has affordable entry, right? You're able to get started with just $120, and early positioning, which is of major advantage, with about 200,000 active partners globally. And so Aurum isn't about hype, it's structure, utility, and opportunity all put together. And so is Aurum a Ponzi scheme or a structured fintech system? So with Ponzi scheme, money basically moves from new members and are used in paying old members, right? There are usually no real product or service with Ponzi schemes. And so their existence largely depends on recruiting more people, you know, over and over, just so that they can be sustainable. Now, when you juxtapose that to a structured fintech ecosystem like Aurum Foundation that has AI-powered trading tools, exchange infrastructure, we have the digital banking solutions with the Aurum Neobank, we have the staking mechanisms and also real payment utilities, as already explained with the Aurum Visa card. We see clearly that there's a mad difference, you know, between a Ponzi scheme that relies solely on recruitment for survival, whereas Aurum, on the other hand, is built around real utility and a functional ecosystem. Now, who is behind Aurum? You agree with me that leadership and credibility of a company cannot be overemphasized when it comes to making investment decisions, right? And so Aurum Foundation, we know, is led by Brian Benson, who is a Web3 and finance professional with decades of experience in both the digital assets and the traditional finance, right? He previously served as a director at Binance for Latin America and has represented Aurum on various global platforms. Now, we should also note that Aurum is not built around just him. He's supported by a strong leadership team, as already discussed by Lawyer Taj. And this clearly shows that Aurum is a company with structured leadership, with strong partnerships, and a clear direction for the future. Now, the question surrounding regulation and other what framework Aurum Foundation, operates. And so Aurum Foundation operates within the Web3 and digital assets space, which we know is still evolving. But in recent times, it's been, It's been gaining momentum and, being recognized globally in recent times. And so it's clearly different from the traditional finance we are all used to. Do you understand? And for Aurum, Aurum is registered and has presence in Poland, in Hong Kong, and Dubai. And these locations are major leading jurisdictions that are known for blockchain innovation. That usually they operate in line with the applicable compliance standards, right? And so we are aware already that we also have the Canadian license with offices that will be opened very soon in Canada. And so the target of the company is to spread their tentacles in this year and the coming years. They intend to get into the US and the Australia, and then we keep expanding. So we'll see that Aurum Foundation's team, they are not joking. They have hit the ground running and they are gaining momentum each passing day, right? With growing involvement from government and financial institutions, like already explained by Lawyer Taj, with the Sierra Leone government and the partnership with the EcoBank and their support with $50 million and all of that. So it goes without saying that the space is becoming more structured and more credible, right? And Aurum's focus is basically to operate responsibly within this evolving space, while it tends to position itself as the leader in the AI, fintech, and digital finance space. Now, the next question says, can I withdraw my capital? Of course, you can withdraw your capital, but we need to understand that there are various products, as explained, and then the withdrawal conditions vary depending on the specific products you are running with. So for the XAI Bots, which is the flagship product of the company, a 12-month cycle usually applies to our trading capital, as the amount must have deposited at the point of our coming on board is deployed in active trading for us. And so you can actually still choose to exit earlier, but it then means that a penalty of about 35% will be charged on your capital for premature liquidation, which we know is global practice here. And this can be requested for on the 1st, on the 10th, and on the 20th of every month. But for our trading profits, we can withdraw that anytime, round the clock, 365 days a year. And then for the Zeus and the XAI Pro Bot and the Nero, the Quantum Alpha, you can actually withdraw as well. There are no lock-in periods for this. You can withdraw your tokens, your capital, or your profits any time of the day, right? Payment processing will usually take between 24 to 72 hours, depending on, again, on the blockchain confirmations. Your minimum withdrawal amount is $25 and above. And so you can choose to receive your earnings in your crypto wallet or directly credit it to your Aurum Visa card. Is there a risk involved? Of course, there is risk involved. It's important that we know that every investment opportunity carries some level of risk here. Even going to bed and waking up the next morning is a risk in itself. So having that at the back of our mind, what we should be concerned about for me is not even whether there is risk or if there is zero risk. Rather, we want to be sure that where we are putting our money into, that the funds are being managed and, in terms of decision making and investment decisions, that they are being managed and controlled in terms of the risk. And so Aurum Foundation comes in for the latter, which is the controlled risk, because we make use of AI-driven algorithms, right? And define strategies that help us manage these exposures, ensuring that the decisions are based on real data and structured systems rather than human emotions. And so if anyone tells you that there's no risk involved in crypto, don't believe them, because it's not true. And so the goal, therefore, for Aurum Foundation is to ensure that we eliminate, not necessarily to eliminate the risk outrightly, but to manage it efficiently. Now, our profits fixed daily. Our profits are not daily profits. They are not fixed. And honestly, fixed daily returns in a volatile market like the crypto space is a red flag. You know why? Because returns will usually vary as the market varies. Some days will do better than the other days, right? However, with Aurum, as we already saw in the earlier slides, there's a monthly return on investment for specific amounts, based on the amount you're coming in with. And so already you have an idea what your monthly ROI is going to be, which is usually between 10 to 16% for the XAI bots, about 6 to 8% for the XAI Pro bots, 10 to 15% for the Zeus bots, and then for Nero, an average of 30%, monthly. And so with Aurum Foundation, the focus here for us is consistency over time, not daily promises or unrealistic guarantees. And so we need to understand that it is participation in real active markets, right? Where price movement is clearly defined and influenced by the forces of demand and supply. Now, the next question is, what happens during market crashes? Well, during market crashes, what happens is your portfolio generally fluctuates. The AI adjusts based on the program strategies. And of course, we tend to experience short-term swings. Do you understand? And so again, you must note that volatility, again, like I mentioned, is part of crypto's DNA. And so the volatility of the market for me is in fact what drives our daily earnings, because it's simply about buying low and selling high. So where there are no, volatilities and, movements in the markets, what is it called? You see that you don't really get to make so much profit. But where markets fluctuates sharply, when there is a bear market and then prices peak, that is where the AI is able to make, returns and, you're able to get daily profits, so to speak. And so can AI stop or control global market crashes? The answer is no. No one or any institution can control the global markets, right? But rather what happens is the system is built in a way that it is able to respond by adjusting strategies and navigating movements rather than freezing them during the downturns or during the bear markets, right? So basically what happens is discipline and structure is what keeps the system steadily running during these downturns. And then finally, the last question says, why join now? We have a lot of reasons why you should join now. You want to join now because the company has just gotten started January of this year when they went, live, and then in terms of opening it up to the general public, because before now it was basically just for the high net worth individuals and institutions, right? You want to join now because you need multiple streams of income. Join now for me, I would say, is about timing and positioning, because AI and digital economy is gradually taking over. So we don't need to start big, however small, get started, and then you can progress as the days go by. Now on this product slide, already these products have been explained by Lawyer Taj. And so just imagine you having one ecosystem, one dashboard, one connected financial structure, instead of having to juggle several platforms to get this added value. And so Aurum Foundation is able to integrate all of this together, and that's like combining your trading, your banking, your spending, your automation, and of course, your investments all into one digital structure. So it makes Aurum Foundation your one-stop shop to everything AI fintech. And so this is beautiful, guys. We want to be a part of this. We've said a lot. We've explored Aurum's leadership and have explained how the ecosystem works. And so I want for us to take a listen to this video about to be played now. It explains in detail what the roadmap of this amazing company is. They have already hit major milestones in this video. And it tells us that the Aurum Foundation is talk and do. They don't just begin to make promises that they cannot keep, or rather, they underpromise and they overdeliver. Let's take a listen.
February 2023. The world was still living by the old financial logic, but we pressed start. We wanted to create an ecosystem that would unite artificial intelligence and finance to make asset management simple, scalable, and secure. That's how Aurum was born. The starting point was EXAI Bot, the first AI-powered trading solution, an algorithm that laid the foundation for an entire era. From that moment, we began expanding at the speed of light. We've built and are implementing a vision that includes trading AI bots, exchanges, neobank, crypto cards, and real-world asset tokenization, official registration in Hong Kong, and the first features in global media. The creation of Aurum Neobank, the launch of Zeus AI Bot, and the flash loan license surpassing $1 million in profits. The opening of our headquarters in Dubai, where hundreds of industry leaders gathered. The world started to talk about us. We were featured by Binance, Benzinga, Crypto Reporter, and Blockchain Wire. Forbes called us the new infrastructure of global finance. But this is no time to pause. We're gaining momentum. We launch Aurum Academy, strengthen our team, and appoint Ryan Benson, a professional with 27 years of experience, as our CEO. Global events in Vietnam, Dubai, and Antalya. Thousands of cards sold, and the launch of the AI agent ecosystem. Today, we stand on the stage of Token 2049 Singapore, alongside the leaders of Binance, Tether, KuCoin, and Tron. And this moment once again proves Aurum is a global ecosystem of worldwide scale. But the most important part, this is only the beginning. The next decade will be one of expansion. In 2025 to 2026, we bring Aurum Neobank to the mass market. Hundreds of thousands of users, millions of transactions. The launch of Aurum Exchange, which reaches $5 billion in trading volume within its first year. AI bots manage over $100 million in assets. The first 5,000 cash-in and withdrawal terminals appear. Aurum establishes its presence in 10 countries and secures its position in the global market. In 2027 to 2028, we raise the bar. Neobank reaches 2 million users and 1.5 million cards. During this period, Aurum Dex, a next-generation decentralized exchange, launches. Personalized AI-based services emerge. Credit scoring and capital management. The first RWA deals worth $500 million are integrated. The terminal network expands to 20,000 points across 20 countries. By 2029, Neobank evolves into a super app. Flight bookings, taxis, car rentals, food delivery, while transactions exceed $20 billion. Aurum Dex cements its position within the ecosystem with $5 billion in trading volume, becoming a key element of Aurum's DeFi direction. AI agents operate for hundreds of thousands of businesses, and RWA grows to $5 billion. Aurum becomes an ecosystem that accompanies users every day. In 2030 to 2033, we reach global scale. Neobank's user base hits 12 million and over 10 million cards. Inside the super app, 15 to 20 integrated services and partnerships with 500 global brands. Aurum Exchange reaches $90 billion in trading volume and enters the top 10 global crypto exchanges. The terminal network expands to 100,000 plus locations across 50 plus countries. The annual Aurum Global Summit gathers 5,000 leaders. By 2033 to 2035, Aurum Neobank enters the top 5 global neobanks with a valuation of $10 billion plus. Aurum Exchange remains in the top 10, while Aurum Dex surpasses $20 billion in trading volume. AI manages over $5 billion in assets, and RWA exceeds $20 billion. We are present in 75 countries, with 1,000 global partners and over 100,000 terminals. The Aurum Global Summit brings together 10,000 industry leaders. Aurum becomes the symbol of a new financial era, a system that made finance accessible to everyone, a story that has already transformed the industry, and a future that already belongs to us.
Guys, what you have just watched is the game plan, the roadmap of the company from 2023 all the way to 2035. But it's important for you to note that Aurum was not created with an affiliate model initially. It was created just for accredited investors and venture capitalists to invest. But then, for one reason or the other, the company opened the network side in September of 2024. And that's why we are here, because we're taking advantage of not just our money working for us, but creating true financial freedom by growing a team. What you see here is just one of the bonuses that you stand to earn if you become a part of Aurum Foundation. That bonus is called extra bonus. For each of the ranks that you hit, you're given these values of money to take home. And once you get to the highest rank, Alpha, you would have earned over $6.8 million. And so that's why you see people who are focused on growing a team and getting to the high ranks. Tom Schmidt is the highest ranking individual in the Aurum Foundation today. He hit the rank of Pantheon, which gave him $2 million on the spot. Looking forward to get into Alpha, and also not only himself, but also our Mr. Huge Paul. HP, who lives in Ireland, is the second highest earner in Aurum Foundation. And so you see that this business opens us to earning different types of cryptocurrencies, not just USDT. You can earn Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Pepe, Solana, and BNB. And so, guys, this brings us to the end of the presentation that we have today. And at this point, I want to thank you all for staying till this time. I'll be looking through all the different questions that we have here on the chat. And if you have anyone else or any other question, feel free to ask or raise up your hand and you will be called upon. If you have any question, feel free to ask, write it down, or raise your hand and we'll show you. Okay. Please show me your proof that suggests ROE are fixed. Who's that? Start with 10K and look how it's increasing and keep on adding cash. Okay. Artificial intelligence is the way forward. If not, you will walk to your pension age. It's not your portion. That's true. Next month, we're going to Turkey. That's true. Please, can you tell us what are the steps to take to invest in Halima Saidu? Just simply get back to whoever sent you this Zoom to be part of. The person will send you a link for you to register. Under 5 minutes, you can be activated and have the bot working for you. It's that simple. Please kindly release the recorded video for us that are ready to market this product. Ajani Salahu or Motoshaw, you get it on our YouTube channel, Crypto Trader Extraordinaire. I want to take 1 more hour to upload the 3 previous YouTube meetings that we had, the Zoom meetings that we had, so that you can have enough to go through on there. Please, can you guide us on how to buy the Aurum token? Ajani, that question is for members. So if you're a member, come on for the members training and we'll show you how to buy the Aurum token. Is it possible to have multiple contacts on the same account? Yes, it is. Can you imagine putting 50 and cashing out 830? Yeah. Ignorance is now poverty. That's true. Mommy T uses the card so much in Dubai. Is Aurum Foundation really decentralized? Yes, it is. And I'll tell you why. Ms. Dr. Donald, go to aurum.foundation and see how all the different products of the company is being registered in different parts of the world. I don't know if you have heard of what is called decentralized exchange, DX. That's going to come on next year, according to the company's plan. So the company is not just planning for centralization, because we already have our exchange, which is a centralized exchange, but decentralized. And thank God that you note that, because all what the company is doing is decentralization in regards to products, in regards to registration, licensing, and whatnot. How often do you have this call? Okay, well, we have the call nearly every day or every other day. How do I go about the 2FA on the Aurum platform? Simple. Olabisi, simply get back to who showed you this opportunity. We have videos that shows and explains to you how you can use the 2FA on your platform. Ode, so please explain on Aurum card. Is it available in Nigeria? Ode, are you a learner? Didn't you see the video of me using the card in Nigeria? Yes, it's available in Nigeria and it's working very well. Right, are there any more questions? Anyone wants to add a thing or two? You can raise your hand so that you can be called upon. Are there any more questions for anyone? Anyone wants to add anything to this? We have team members growing in ranks. On Sunday, this Sunday, we're going to be having our event here in Lagos, Nigeria. That event showcases myself and Mr. AY and the rest of the crew who will be here to show you how Aurum Foundation works live and direct. I'm putting up the poster at the group so that you can see there. I think let me share this once again. Let me share the screen once again so I can show you the posters here. Yes, this is the poster for the event at Blue Lodge Hotel, 9A Service Road, besides the Catholic Church of Ascension, MMIA Ikeja, Lagos. It's going to start by 2 p.m. So after church, 2 p.m., find yourself there and let us show you this opportunity. Hopefully, we have our TV crew who will be coming to do a live coverage of it on YouTube for those who are different parts of the world. Yes, so Ajani, I just want to remind you, if you want to ask questions as a member, this is not the meeting for it, but I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself so you can ask your question. So I've clicked on unmute yourself, so unmute yourself and ask your question.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All your team too. Very wonderful education we have got today.
Thank you.
My question was that I've registered under JP King, which is right under you.
Okay.
But I'm not able to join the WhatsApp group.
Okay. We'll
Please,
we'll add you on the group.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
That's your question.
I've been seriously enjoying the staking, this AI trading.
Yes.
I'm preparing now from 33 million to 50 million under 2 months.
Wow, for the Zeus bot, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. It's good to know. Yeah. So this goes a long way to show you guys that the products of Aurum Foundation work. And what this company is simply saying is you having your money in different products and let it grow. It will grow. Grow your digital assets with these products, and eventually you will become one of those Brian Benson millionaires. Alhaji Crypto, how are you doing, sir? This is the first time I'm seeing such a name on the call. Please unmute yourself. If you have any questions or anything to say, feel free to do so, Alhaji Crypto. Barrister Mike Ani, good to see you on the call. I think I saw you in Abuja the other time.
Alhaji Crypto couldn't make the Abuja meeting, but we met on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that was good.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, it's good to see you on the call, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you too?
Blessed. I hope you've taken advantage of this opportunity already.
Yes, I'm working towards that. I was with Mr. AY, I think, a few days back. So have a plan already on the ground.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Thank you very much. After Sunday next week, we are on to Port Harcourt for the first time. For all our members who are in Port Harcourt, we're coming to Port Harcourt next weekend. So reach out to all your folks. Let's be there. And then finally, we'll be ending it in Ghana, the last weekend of the month in Ghana. So yes, we're looking into spreading into Calabar, Asaba, Benin City, some parts of Delta State too. And so for all you who have people on or in and around all these places, make sure it's time to wake them up and tell them the train for financial education is moving to your town. So you have to be there to take advantage. Right. So in the midst of no more questions, let me look at the chat. Mommy T, we have left Dubai for you. You have to handle Dubai. We have to see you doing these presentations in Dubai, doing your meetings. That's what we are waiting for you to do. Hmm? Right. So, do we have any more questions? Anybody have something to say or something to add to what we have learned today? Ode iPhone, you want to say something? Sure, you are the one talking of fixed or returns or something. Ode's iPhone. Adeyemi Lewis, good to see you on the call. You're chilling.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, someone introduced me, but I'm a member.
Okay.
I just want to know more concerning the card. I don't know if it's available in Nigeria now. How can we get it?
The card is available. We have many people who have it. I have it. Different people have it in Nigeria and it works very well. For you to get it, you go through your Neobank app. Go to your Neobank app and you can get the card on there. It's very easy. It will be shipped to your doorstep.
Okay.
That's how it works. Yeah. Right. So I want to thank you all for being on here. We will be posting up these presentations on here. Gift Enigiri, good to see you. I can see that even though you're in the hospital working, you are on the call, getting as much knowledge as possible. Thank you very much for that. Stephen Chibuzo, thank you very much for that too. Right, so as we normally do at the end of the call, please feel free to unmute yourself, say your goodbyes, and God bless you so that we all will be blessed. Tomorrow, Saturday, we will be having our same members call by around Saturday is full. Okay. We'll be having it by 1 o'clock on Saturday. 1 p.m. tomorrow. 1 p.m. will be for our prospect call. So guys, feel free to invite all your people to come. Cecilia, Emidu, I can see you all. So please say your goodbyes. God bless you and see you all tomorrow. So goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. God bless you.
God bless you, everyone.
Goodbye, family. God bless you all.
Goodbye, one.
Goodbye.
Good night.